Grand Rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and 7-up. Y'all know we on that road to 20K. But if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload, man. Y'all know we come with about 4 videos a week. Before we get into this one, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the Vibe Hive Tribe, man. It's a brand based out of LA. Shout out to them. Y'all know I'm going to put the link in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. Y'all go ahead and hit that link. Run them up. They got fragrances, essential oils, hoodies, shirts. Man, check it out, bro. Go check it out. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get right into this video, man. Let's go.
The water act like
this. I ain't never seen that before.
Well, we've been driving for 14 days straight now, and towards the edge of the earth, and it's true. There's the ice wall dead ahead of us. We knew it was there, you know, because we're huge flat Earth believers, you know, because all the other planets, obviously, in the entire solar system are round, but the Earth is flat, shaped like a big pizza, and all the rest of us who also so non-sarcastically believe in the flat Earth have been in search of the ice wall forever, and so we ignore the fact that, well, that's actually just Ridge Road. That's fake. That's part of the conspiracy, so that you don't know that I'm still in Pasco County, Florida. So there's the ice wall, and yep, there it is, right there. So that's vapor top of the ice melting. Not a cloud. That's the ice wall right there. For all the ice walls out there watching, bunch of ice walls.
Hey, y'all believe that one? Hey, look, that clip I couldn't wait to get to show y'all, cause I seen that on this about the only clip that I know for a fact. I went back to TikTok. I ran through the comments. I watched it a couple times. I went to maps and I was looking at, yeah, where exactly he was at, that he say he was at, that he could see the ice walls. That's like top of my list. The ice walls is the top of my list, bro. Like, that is the most thing I'm most interested and curious about. Y'all let me know if y'all think that one was real. I think it was real. At first I didn't when I seen it look like a cloud, but then when you let it know it's vapor, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. If it's the ice walls, of course it got some type of vapor coming off of it. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Spam it up in the comments, but I think that one's real. In that first clip, I've never seen water do that. For any of y'all who know what that meant, drop that in the comments. Let me know so I can go look at that, because I want to go see more water do that. But give me the name of like what it means, or you know what exactly it's called, so I know where to look. Please.
One is male energy, so even women born in the first can have some masculine traits. 2 is feminine energy, so even guys born in the second might be a little bit more feminine. 3 is the number of basically comedian. A lot of people who are extremely funny are born in the 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th. 4 is the number of law and order. Something you can do no matter what part of the road you're in is start looking at the 4th, 13th, 31st, how many cops are on the road pulling people over. 5 is the number of the mob. Those dime pieces you're looking at on Instagram most likely have some 5 energy. 6, people are always talking about they want a woman who wants a family. Well, if that's what you want in life, I had a woman born on the 6th, 15th, 24th. They're all about that life. They want a whole bunch of kids. They want to be housewives. 7 is the number of the genius. So people born on 7th, 16th, 25th, extremely highly intelligent. 8 is the number of money. Sneaker, born on 8, was broke as hell. Now he's got his bag. Patrick Bet David, another example. He's the 8 life hack. He had no fucking money. Now he's worth 300 mil. 9 is the number of completion. I really won't talk about that now.
I would appreciate if someone could tell me who this man is, because he has a lot to say about that man. Now, I'm not sure if his information is vetted or if what he's saying is factual. However, I have a new understanding of Donald J. Trump. We all know that the United States is a corporation. We also know that USA has nothing to do with the public, and that the United States corporation wants to make money from us so they can go out and make more money in other countries. So why anybody wants to debate about who's the best president or which president has done what for America, they're only doing things for the corporation. And all presidents are elected, not selected. So let's see what he has to say. And comment below if you think what he's saying is true. Share this video with someone you love, care, and respect. And this is for educational purposes only. Run that video.
Gosh, you all think we have one flag in this country? We have lots of flags. The red, white, and blue that you all see is our war flag. We have a peace flag too. And it's red, white, vertical stripes with a white background with blue stripes. Look at the United States Coast Guard's flag. It's a simple flag of peace because they were developed as a civil organization, and then they put their logo in the middle of it, and they called it the Coast Guard flag. But it's all a civil flag of peace. For 3 years in this country was at peace, and we flew the civil flag over all of our colleges and campuses. 3 years. A long time ago, brother. Ever since, especially since Ron Lincoln's Stinking Lincoln, communists, forward Karl Marx, failed 5 times to run as president because nobody wanted him. Wasn't until the big bankers of Boston, New York, Chicago, and Philadelphia got behind him with $7 million in his campaign that he finally won. And then he couldn't be president of the United States of America, so he bankrupted and formed a Delaware corporation, and he made him put the Grand Army of the Republic in charge of the United States, and then he made himself commander-in-chief, and that's why every president since has been sworn in as commander-in-chief, as well as the president of the corporation. President Trump is the first man that restored the Republic by executive order. In fact, June 22nd of 2019, in the Rose Garden, he gave me that hat. And he told me I restored the Republic, and now it's up to you. And if you look at all these executive orders, I don't care whether you're Trump or not, but if you're not, you will be Monday next week. Because every executive order he has written goes something like this. I, Donald J. Trump, as President of the United States of America, certainly should be government, take back our utilities from the United States. You know what he just did? And people read that and don't even know jurisdiction. See, they don't even know what he did. And he's done that over and over and over again on behalf of the people. He just keeps restoring the Republic over and over and over again. Right now, he's destroying the WHO and Fauci and the CDC and the pharmaceutical companies. He's destroying Western medicine. He's destroying it all on behalf of you. He signed 4 executive orders, and then he had to hop on an airplane for fear he'd be shot. 5 times in the last week. 5 attempts.
5 in the last week?
Yep. It's just in the last week. Yeah.
So, guess what? They're not gonna we gotta shut him down.
That's right. He knows it. And he's got the best Secret Service agents this history has ever seen. Those boys are tough.
I just want to go ahead and drop that in there because some of y'all been like, man, do your research on him. It's going to change your perception. Bro, my perception is still the same, but I understand. Y'all like that though, huh? I can still keep my opinion, and I ain't going to publicly put it why exactly. If I catch you on the street and we can have a conversation, we'll have a real conversation, and I'll tell you exactly why. But through comments, over a video, now y'all not going to get why I don't rock with bro. Y'all got a few reasons why. But I had to go ahead and give him some type of respect. Y'all said do the research. I already knew the research, but I'm gonna just do it publicly so y'all can feel comfortable and think that I don't know what I'm talking about or I'm uneducated on something. But I'll go ahead and you know, let him do the talking about Mr. Donald J. Trump. Think that's what Donald J. Trump, ain't that what it is, or is it just Donald Trump? I don't know. Y'all let me know. But I just went ahead, threw that in there. And the clip before that, when he talking about the life path numbers, my life path is 8. He ain't lying about that. Also, He ain't lying about it. He want to start a family with a woman and she wants a whole lot of kids and she's a wife and her, what, she's born on the 20th, I remember the 24th. He ain't lying about that date either. I know that for a fact. He ain't lying about that date. He's not lying about that date, man. Shout out to GG33, man.
This is just water, electricity, and some baking soda at about 29 amps. We found that we can inject this in the state of vacuum into our engine and double our mileage under certain circumstances. Now, I'm running a VA350 and have been for over 30,000 miles. It all starts with the wiring. You get some number 10 gauge wire to conductor and run it to a switch which you put under your dash. I'm using a regular 120 volt light switch which is rated at about 20 amps at 125 volts. I'm only running at about 13.8 volts DC. The switch is not worn out or burned up yet, but it seems to work flawlessly. This is the ground wire that I connect to my frame. If my battery was over here, I would have put it to my battery just for convenience. Now I'm going to set the jug right here next to the master cylinder. I just happen to have room for a gallon jug. This is the vacuum line that goes to your carburetor. This is the master cylinder here that is your brakes, controls your braking. So we're going to take advantage of the vacuum pressure of the engine right here where it's strongest. Can get like 16 inches or more of vacuum at certain times. And we're going to set a pad here and install the jar right here. We're going to put about 3/4 full on the water. And I've already added some baking soda to it as an electrolyte. Now this is very fancy cell element design. Don't be disillusioned by how fancy this looks, because very simply you can get 3 faceplates of high-grade stainless, some Teflon nuts and bolts for about $5. You can make this. See, I've notched it for the wires. Put the positive in the middle, put the negatives on the outside, and boom, you've got it. I've just made a more advanced version. You run the wires through the lid like this. I'm going to install this down here. I'm going to seal this up. And we're going to show you how this thing produces gas. This is the positive wire which I run to the alternator. I've installed a 30 amp auto reset fuse on both sides, positive and negative, so I have redundant fuse protection in case of current overload. And the fuel cell will occasionally pull too much power. We want it to automatically shut off. We connect to the alternator because we have a lot more magnetic field right there, much more energy available than connecting it to the battery. So I highly recommend that you connect it exactly as you see in this fashion. This is the dryer jug. It's just another jug that's sealed off that has a particular way of plumbing. One long hose which goes to the fuel cell, the other hose barely in the jug which goes to the vacuum system of the engine. You put it down in the jug and the overflow is automatically sucked back up into the other fuel cell we've used.
With a pickle jar though.
The moon is below the horizon by quite some way. The moon horizon.
So look, we drove 6 hours from Sac, well 5.5, almost 6 hours, stopping here and there, all the way to LA, right? I went for miles, and miles. The only curvature I saw, and I should have recorded this, the only curvature I saw was the mountains. And it wasn't even a curve, it's just, you know, only time you saw it not be so flat is when you saw the mountains. Other than that, bro, everything was flat. Everything was flat. And I want to just get like, and I know this ain't gonna work, but I want to try a drone, and I just want to shoot a drone up and just catch everything around it and see how high it can go actually. And I just want to catch everything around it, you know, it's something for me. But yeah, I gotta figure out, we have to figure out if the earth is really flat. And we know it is, but we gotta prove it though. Like, we gotta be able to see it to believe it type thing and prove it. That's what I feel like we gotta do. But yeah, I know I drove for miles and everything was flat, bro. And I know somebody in the comments gonna be like, yeah, I know y'all gonna have y'all little comebacks, but my flat earthers, back me up in the comments, bro. Please.
These were seen over San Diego last night. Sarah, get out here. I've got 2 different angles of this. What is that?
Man.
Sarah, get out here.
Ooh, another one just popped up.
Sarah. What the hell? Have you seen this, dude? Yeah. Have you ever seen anything like this before? No, the entry was weird too. Oh my god. Whoa! Those are spaceships, dude.
Glory be to God. YouTube in my bio where I censored. I don't take no BS from nobody on the internet. Matthew Perry. 5 and 4 is 9. 6 is 9 and 9 is 6. Born 666, October 28th. 8 times 2 is 16. 6 times 1 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 666. Matthew Perry's last instant post in a hot tub. His hot tub time machine. Let's focus on some more pressing issues, shall we? Perhaps the Maui fires caused by the DEWs? How about the war with ISIS's Israel? Acapulco just happened. Hurricane Otis, Mexico. Before and after. You guys can be biased all you want. Dude was worth 120 million. 2 6s is 12, 666. These are the movies he's done. Yeah, woo, what a truth teller out here. Wow, you guys, what a truth teller. Oh my gosh, he's tragically gone. No. I mean, are we kidding? Another person in Hollywood who follows orders, who died at the age of 54. He had a lot of money and a lot of time to come forward to expose somewhat of some pedophilia in Hollywood, somewhat of something that could help us in his... No. He wants his cake and to eat it too. So, let's focus on things that are important. Kidding me? Like I really, yeah, in Friends, part of my childhood is watching Friends. Indoctrination. Anybody that feels an emotional standpoint on this, please leave my channel.
How y'all feel about what he said? I know I got a lot of 9s and 6s that come along with my birthday, my numbers in general, and they line up like 6. And they line up like 666, 999, 3 and 9, like 9 and 3. Like I got a lot of those. How y'all feel about that? Let me know in the comments how y'all feel. He ran. I thought he ran.
Oh my god, I really feel like somebody is watching it, but I'm all alone.
The only one I think would have been Cap would have been the baby walking, cause come on, bro, that one had to be staged or something. But The other ones, I can see those being real. But come on, let's be honest. Can't y'all see a hospital being haunted? I mean, it's kind of like a cemetery sometimes. Like a lot of people don't make it out of there, and their souls might not be able to escape. Maybe they don't open. I always was told when somebody passed, we open the window, let the soul travel out. Maybe they don't do that in some hospitals. I don't know, but come on, I mean, I would think a hospital could be haunted. It's so many people come in and out of them beds. That's a lot of energy, you know? A lot of energy being attached to a lot of different things. I could be reaching. If y'all agree with me, let me know.
Yeah, man, it's storming real bad. Yeah, we're starting to way home. It's real bad. I gotta let you go. We just lost power. Alright,
Coming back to the atmosphere.
Legend.
That red sky that everybody was seeing in California, till the sky was red and orange, and motherfuckers didn't know what was going on, and they tried to lie on the news and make it sound like it was coming from the fires. No, the fires was real. That was Nibiru. The closer Nibiru is a sun, a planet, and a spaceship all in one. So the closer it gets into our atmosphere, the bigger it's going to appear. Right, like right now, people are already seeing this second sun, which they don't know is really a spaceship and a planet and a sun all in one. All right, because this is how advanced technology is in the cosmos. All right, so as they get closer to the atmosphere, it sucks out this oxygen that was forced into our atmosphere, and it starts pumping the red iron oxide, nigga, out of their ships. And the red iron oxide is what was filling the air in California. You know what I'm saying? So the news tried to make it sound like that was coming from the fire. The sky don't go red from the fire. Only for how much wood for was burning, man. The sky ain't gonna go completely red from that. The sky will get smoky and black, not red and bright orange like they sky was looking. Alright? So that's the true reason. If you was in California, it's the true reason why their sky was looking like that. But also, you said hydrogen is coming back into the air.
I was called in and asked to solve this problem, this timeline contraction problem. And I eventually did my due diligence and did all the investigating and basically only had one piece of information, and that was reinforcement. The computer's right. The timelines will contract down to some inevitable thing. There is an inevitable event. It's been forecast, it's been predicted, it's been fed to us in a slop trough of what they want us to believe will happen. They don't actually have control over what happens. They only have control over the reaction, and it seems that no matter what they try to do to cause their desired reaction is going to have an opposite effect. Much easier for me to explain today what that process is as opposed to back then. If I had to give it a name, I would say it's the awakening process. It's an evolution of consciousness that cannot, will not, and no matter what decisions or possibilities are injected into the equation, eventually it all resolves down to us all learning the truth and becoming aware of this massive dam of lies that has been built that keep us from knowing a massive volume of information through show that success. Essentially what happened with Looking Glass. Not only did they not want people to use it anymore because they knew it was just going to burp out the same thing, but at the same time they didn't want anybody else to know what it was saying. I'm sure that information was a monumental concern when I was in the military about how to prevent this inevitability. Now, at first I thought it was end of the world. Now I see end of the world as end of their world. The biggest cherry on top of all this conversation would be a synopsis to say that if I could convince everybody out there that for all intents and purposes, what we believe to be true eventually becomes true. If somebody convinces us that a major disaster is going to happen in the very near future, a major disaster happens in the very near future, there's really nothing that we know is believed to be true. Eventually it becomes true. If somebody convinces us, when you die,
Hey, what's crazy is we know that awakening coming. We in the process of it right now. I'm so glad that I can actually have this platform and put this type of content and people actually like vibe back with it and listen to it. Like for years I would be considered weird for bringing up some of these topics or just saying, because I got stuff I could say now and I know a lot of y'all be like, man, he weird, but then 10 years from now everybody gonna be on that. It's some craziness. A lot of this I've read years ago, but yeah, we all starting to wake up as a whole. It's a lot of people in this awakening process, and that's why I be really feeling like they chemtrailing. That's my opinion. I watch that all Saturday and Sunday. I've watched it all the time. I watch it. Like you could just see like all the chemtrails, like a lot of them, bro. They be doing too much, and I be feeling like that's part of the process too. And they chemtrailing for other reasons too. But yeah, the awakening is already in the process of happening right now as we speak. But I also want to say, them red skies that Rashad Jamal is talking about, yeah, that was real out here in Cali. That was real, and they was blaming it on the fires. Free Rashad Jamal. Free Rashad Jamal. I'm going to say that again, and you already know what's coming next. Spam it up in the comments if you with that. He ain't do what they say he did. I know people going to be like, would y'all still support if he ain't do it? He ain't do it, bro. He ain't do it. But on to the next one.
you don't have a fucking physical body. And guess what your soul is? Fire. Right there, it's fire. Energy. So, let me get this right. You got a fire soul that's going to be amongst fire. And everything down there burning and up there burning. But yet you're afraid of being burning. That you're already burning because your goddamn soul is fire. You see, if you look at the logical aspect, you don't have a physical body when you die, so how the hell can you burn? So what is hell? Hell simply means when the soul takes on a physical body. Your physical body is hell. It is the defilement. And this existence is the worst existence to ever be. It's horrid, horrible. You see what I'm saying? It's called Hylics. Those who live in the physical world. You get it?
Bobby Hemmett dropping gems.
Wake the fuck up.
As a space cemetery, right? All this time we thought that they were sending them drones over to the Bermuda Triangle, but no. It's in an uninhabited area. Listen to this real quick. Listen.
Nemo is the furthest place on the Earth from land, and it is home to over 300 spacecraft and associated space debris, including the Mir space station, the first ever object assembled in planetary orbit by Russian cosmonauts.
Y'all don't find it weird that all of the space junk lines up right there? Like, even like the satellites and everything that's supposed to be floating in space, right? But they all fall in that specific area. Even when they're shooting off rockets. Bro, do y'all understand what's going on, what I'm saying right now? Just look at it, cousin. Listen, all of that shit goes right around there. Isn't that like just a little questionable? I find it funny when they shoot nukes into the sky, it goes straight up, and when they shoot rockets that's supposed to go to space, they curve. Wake up!
Bro, even when they chemtrailing, you can see it go up and you can see it curve, like as if it hit a certain, as if we're in a dome. We are in a dome, but it looks like when they chemtrailing, you can see it look like it's going like in a dome shape. I swear, pay attention. Just look, remove the emotion and logically think and just pay attention. And just, yeah, I'm telling you, I watched it. Yeah, it looked like they're shooting it from the sky. They shoot them up. They shoot them from the side. They come in an X. Then it scatters the whole sky. I watch it. I be watching, bro. I'm very detail oriented and I be paying attention to that.
They are literally everywhere. 4,300 plus videos a day.
And we seen Nazi Germany have that same spacecraft, so you can't always think it's aliens.
A conspiracy theorist breaks down some strange Batman post from actor Matthew Perry before his passing.
Something is not adding up with Matthew Perry's death. As you all know, Matthew Perry was found drowned in his jacuzzi at his home in Los Angeles. Days leading up to his death, he was posting cryptic messages on his Instagram in reference to Batman. Starting on October 17th, Matthew Perry posted this video of a cinema room. Every wall was covered with Batman. And he points up to the corner of the room, and there's a bat signal up there. The next post, he posts a bat out in the water where it says, "Sleep well, everybody. I've got the city tonight. Matman." So he's referring to himself as Matman, playing on the pun of Batman. He has something that says, "Batman plays pickleball." It was announced that he played a 2-hour pickleball match right before he died. Now there's one post that's very bizarre where it's somebody, it's not Matthew Perry's hand, I don't believe it's Matthew Perry's hand, but it's somebody's hand dropping 3 cranberries on a table. And Matthew Perry says, "This is what I've had to eat today. I'm Matman." People are speculating that this had something to do with the Cranberries lead singer, Dolores O'Riordan, as she was found dead from drowning as well. And then he goes on to post a picture of a jack-o'-lantern with the Batman signal carved into it saying, "Do you know what I mean?" And after this, he posts a video of the moon. And all it says is, "Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I'm Matman." And in his 83rd and final post, it shows Matthew Perry in the jacuzzi where he drowned. He says, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good? I'm Matman." In this photo, you can clearly see that he's highlighting the moon, which is behind him as well. And that is another thing, is Matthew Perry died on a full moon with a partial eclipse. He died on the Hunter's moon. Some are saying that this was a full moon sacrifice. So what does this mean? Is he trying to tell us something? Batman, Matman? What's very interesting is in the Batman TV series, Season 1, Episode 33, Find Finny Friends, it is revealed that Bruce Wayne's great-grandfather was the founder of the secret society Skull and Bones at Yale.
That is Bruce Wayne's grandfather, Mrs. Cooper.
His great-grandfather.
I understand he was tapped for Skull and Bones.
Tapped for it? Sir, he founded Skull and Bones.
Not to mention that it was episode 33, which is heavily involved with Freemasonry. Now, obviously, this is very tragic. I don't want to make light of this, but there's some things that just don't add up surrounding Matthew Perry's death. Matthew Perry has had a history. It's leading a lot of people to think that he was relapsing. But some are speculating that he was telling everybody a message, or he was trying to tell everybody a message because of all of these Batman/Matman scenarios.
What y'all think? That was deep.
In 2011, there was a cruise ship exclusively for billionaires that set sail from Miami Beach with a destination in the North Atlantic. However, just 48 hours later, the signal was lost, and search teams were deployed, including helicopters, boats, and even the military. Despite their efforts, the ship couldn't be located. 2 years later, the Miami Coast Guard received a distress call from a fishing boat claiming to have found the missing cruise ship. When the Coast Guard investigated, they found the ship completely empty with no trace of the crew. This remains a massive mystery to this day. However, when the government caught wind of it, the ship was confiscated and the story couldn't be substantiated.
They say every single
Man, we know what happened to them people. They was taken and something happened that was bad to them. People just don't go missing like that in the whole boat straight. Nah, that was an orchestrated hit. And they got them people up out of there. And they just left the boat like, yeah, because why would they be missing and then all of a sudden you find it and then it's confiscated? Bro, all that's going to get swept under the rug. Give it 10 years from now and people going to forget all about that story. Like, yeah, it's got to be something deeper. There was millionaires or billionaires that was wealthy and they probably was trying to change something in the world that they didn't want change in the world. It had to be something. There's something deeper to the story. Y'all let me know. And if y'all know about that story, drop why that. What was they? What did they all stand for? Or something that led to them all to their demise and stuff. Drop it in the comments. Let me know.
holiday that we celebrate is celebrating one of the 7 deadly sins. Every single holiday.
Okay.
Think about it. The easiest one, Valentine's Day, celebrates the sin of lust.
Okay.
Thanksgiving, that celebrates the sin of gluttony.
Gluttony, yeah, because
Because you're eating a lot. You're overeating. You're taking too much more than you need.
Yeah.
Now, Christmas, what do you think that is?
Christmas. Greed?
Greed.
Yeah.
Overconsumption and excess.
Okay.
Right? Wanting more of something.
That makes
We're
sense.
celebrating gifts. We're celebrating gifts. We're not really even celebrating the birth of Christ because people are so focused on the gifts and shit. St. Patrick's Day. It's sloth. Because people get blacked out drunk.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now, Easter. This one's interesting.
I don't know.
The holiday of Easter, what sin would it be?
Easter. I don't know.
Check this out. This one gets deep.
Okay.
So, they say it's...
You can disappear tomorrow, right? I can walk you through 3 steps right now that are going to help you disappear tomorrow. But none of them are convenient. They're all extremely secure, right? The first thing you do is every piece of digital technology you have that is connected to you in any way is now dead. You just let the battery run out.
Forever.
Forever. You never touch it again, starting at this moment. What you have to do is go out and acquire a new one. Realistically, you will not be able to acquire a new one in the United States by buying it. Because to do so, you would tie it to your credit card, you would tie it to a location, a time, a place, a registered name, whatever else. So you would have to acquire it essentially by theft or through the black market. So you would want something because you're going to need the advantage of technology without it being in your name. So you go out and you steal a phone or you steal a laptop, you do whatever you have to do to make sure that you can get on with the password and whatever else that might be, as dirty or as clean as you want that to be. We're all morally flexible here. But now you have a technological device that you can work with. And then from there on, you're just doing whatever you have to do, whether you're stealing every step of the way or whether you run a massive con. Keep in mind that we often talk about con men and cons. Do you know what the word that con is a root word for? Confidence. That's what a con man is. A con man is a confidence man. Just somebody who is so brazenly confident that the people around them, living in their own perception, not perspective, in their perception, they're like, well, this guy really knows what he's talking about, so I'm going to do what he says. So you can run a massive con, and that can take care of your finances, that can take care of your lodging, whatever else it is. You are whoever you present yourself to be. So if you want to be Bill for the afternoon, just go tell people your name is Bill. They're not going to question you.
So the intelligence, the natural web of intelligence gathering systems we have in the United States and in the world, are they going to believe for long that you're Bill? Are they...
Until you do something that makes them think otherwise. If you are consistent, we talked about consistency being the superpower. If you are consistent, they will think you're Bill forever.
We said, man, I kill them and take the blame. What they gonna do? Lock me up? I mean, I like the way you think, man. He said, man, they can't do nothing to me. I'm gonna die in this prison.
Well, when you ever killed somebody, or when you ever did a hit, did you ever take any body parts? Like, did the people who hired you to do the hit want certain body parts?
Yeah, some of them did. Not many, but some of them. Man, bring me his head. Ain't no problem.
You brought you cut somebody's head before and brought it to the person who hired you?
Yeah, they wanted me to bring it to them, so I had to put it in one of those ice chests. I wrapped it in a bag, put ice around that. Then I put it around inside the bag. And then we mailed it. I mean, we mailed it. I said, hey, you got it, didn't you, homie? He said, man, we could have got caught. I said, how? It wouldn't have bled through that or nothing. You see how much plastic we wrapped that sucker in, and then the foam that we sat it in, we had to pound their head in there to get it in there good and tight. But hey, you get there, mail get there in 3 days. 3 days, hey. Did you get that package I sent you? Yeah, man, what you doing? I thought you was gonna bring it. I said, too much trouble trying to come through an airport or trying to catch a boat over.
Yo, Nate Boone Crab, I told y'all, he a cold one. I ain't never heard that story before until right now. I just heard that one just now. Man, that dude crazy. And to those who would like to disappear off the grid, I don't recommend that, but he gave it to you. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing more. Entertainment purposes. And I just thought I'd drop that in there, but that's crazy. You see where he came from. And man, I would like to live off grid though. Living off grid would be cool. Disappear off the grid, if I gotta do all that, only if I had to. Survival instinct. I don't think I would do it no other way after that. Like, yeah. We made it to the end of this one, man. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop that upload, man. When you like the video and you subscribe, it helps the community grow and the collective can reach more people, you know, more people who like this type of content and want to join this community, and we can keep growing, keep learning, and do something bigger with this. But I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. Again, y'all see what I'm rocking, that Vibe Hive Tribe. Let me show y'all again, man. That Vibe Hive Tribe. If you want it, man, I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all go check out the website. Find what you like, man. It's a whole lot of stuff on there that y'all gonna like. I know it's quality products for y'all. So, go check them out, man. Vibe Hive Tribe. Shout out to them again. But I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. And I'll see y'all in the next one, man. We gone.